Welcome back to TKL Talks. It's your girl TKL, and I am still here with my girl. This conversation, I don't want it to end. Okay, so we back at it. I'm still here with my girl Atiya Johnson. Woo, Tia, girl, you good? You good?
I'm good.
Man,
Good.
the last segment we talked about you becoming a minister out of that rough situation with the state,
Yeah.
and how your faith increased. I really want to talk about, because this next viral moment really is also a faith leap that happened. It was all faith in that, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, I would say, I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Would you say that this is one of your biggest accomplishments in your business thus far? So if you heard the bio earlier, Atiya and her team, her school was awarded, was it a sponsorship? What
A
you call it?
grant.
A grant from the BeyGOOD Foundation, Beyonce Knows Carter Foundation. That's huge.
Yes.
And Atiya, I know that story is so vast, but they need to know the faith move that was, and just how what's for you is for you, and how God will chase you down when it's for you. Come on. So please, just briefly tell us a little bit about that experience with the Beyonce Knows Foundation.
Yeah, so it's so funny because when I'm on meeting calls, I'm telling the team all the time, like, continue to show up.
Yes.
And I promise you showing up will pay off one day, right?
Show up.
It may not pay off when you feel it's necessary for it to pay off. But when you continue to show, it took me 20 years to get this break, right? Like, it's not no overnight success. People believe in overnight success. It ain't happening, right? So Beyonce's BeyGOOD Foundation found us, right? And one of the things they said, I said this on the news quite a few times because I thought it was so paramount, right? And this whole story is they were looking in New York, New Jersey, Philly, whole East Coast area. Wow. Could not find not one school that met, okay? They could not find one school that met the criteria for what they needed. And what her team told us, we got on a call with them. I'm telling you, and I don't normally get nervous. When they come to talk, and I do that, right? So, I don't normally get nervous, but we get on this call, and I'm nervous. I mean, teeth chattering. Like, I'm like, Tia, pull yourself together, right? We get on this call, and one of the things that the director, Ivy McGregor, said, she said, you guys were a diamond in the rough. And it was so interesting because I'm like, my God. Like, when you do, and it was, so I'm a huge fan of Beyonce.
Yes,
right?
I know.
From day one. Like, I'm the fan that's paying $800 a ticket to sit in the front. I'm that fan, right? And so, but what ended up happening was he called, someone from her team called the school and ended up talking to our director, Devin. Devin didn't know nothing about the foundation. So she calls me and she's like, yeah, some guy's trying to get in contact with us. I think it might be a scam. So I'm like, okay, let me hear what it is. And he said he's from Beyonce's BeyGOOD Foundation, but they can't tell us nothing else, right? So I'm like, Beyonce's BeyGOOD Foundation. Now, this is the reason why, to me, right, my antennas raised up. Because 10 years ago, I sat down and I wrote down my 10-year goals. And one of my 10-year goals was to meet Beyonce by way of the cosmetology industry.
What?
This is what, listen, I ain't believe in manifestation before then. But
what do you say? Write the vision, make it plain.
You hear me?
Yes.
Girl, so I'm telling you, so that's why I was so nervous, because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, is this real life? Like, what is happening right now? And I remember when she started her BeyGOOD Foundation. I started following that because as a fan, you know, we going to follow all
right?
Beehive all day, right? So, so I started following that. And so when that came, I'm like, this ain't nobody but you, God. Like, it was crazy, right? And I'll tell you, even more spiritual, my apostle is big on prophesy. So we in church the Sunday before. And she says, there are people looking for you to give you money. She said, I wish I was lying. I'm telling the God honest truth. You hear me? She said, there are people looking for you to give you money. And they're going to keep looking for you until they find you. She said, I give it 3 days and watch they call you your phone to find you, right? Beyonce called us. That was Sunday in church. He called on Monday. We closed the deal on Wednesday.
Come on. In 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Like,
come on.
So this is why I tell people, like, truly, the next level of elevation, the next level of success came when I went all in with God. Like, And so I tell people all the time, there is no way that you can have success legally and righteously without God being in the midst of it. Like, yeah, I wasn't right when I was 17. I'm just doing it, and God is like, I'm gonna guide you, right? I don't even know I'm walking with him, right? So at the end of the day, he pushing me. But when you get to a point where it's like, no, now you're an adult, and you know right from wrong, and you know that there is a living God, when you know that that is the case, now you have a moral obligation to do better. And when I decided to make that switch to do better, that's when the elevation came.
Jesus. So when you know better, you do better. Okay. Yeah. And that is so profound, because I remember when we made the decision to do our business and kingdom business.
Yeah.
That's when all hell broke loose.
Okay. Because that's what I was about to say. Don't think because you got God, it's going to be easy.
Exactly.
Okay. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. But we know that we always win with him. You know, all things are possible with him. And when I tell you how he just opened doors and gave us opportunities that, you know, we were like nobodies, you know what I mean? And then we ended up on runways, and we ended up on, you know, places where kingdom businesses ain't really at, but we out here showing the light. You know what I mean? So
come on, Kenya.
I love that. Yes, Atiya. So it's like without faith, like it's impossible to please God, right?
Yeah.
And we have to make a decision. You said that earlier. Yeah. Who you gonna live for? You can't be on both sides.
Serve two masters.
You can't serve two masters. Nope. My goodness. Yeah. And I just love the fact that what's for you is for you.
Yeah.
Because you said they looked in Philly, they looked in Delaware, they looked in New York, wherever, but they found you because that's what God had for you.
Yeah.
It didn't matter that you didn't even apply.
No, I didn't.
They didn't even apply.
Nope, they was looking for me. Well, listen, I had, and I'm not gonna go long, right? Because you know we could be here all night. I'm gonna be sleeping over, all right? Like I had a partner. I started out this vision with a partner.
Okay.
Normally what happens in this industry is people think they want to become a nurse or they think they want to do cosmetology. And some kind of way, I don't know why, they normally go hand in hand. So I had a partner at first who was on one side supposed to be medical, and on the other side we was going to do cosmetology.
Yes.
Well, this partner, when we started going through all of this stuff, decided she was no longer going to be a partner, and she was going to open up her own cosmetology academy.
Oh.
And use this is the funny part. Get this, and use my main person to get the school open, right? Because this how the devil be trying to play, right?
Yeah.
So did that, and I was like, this was me, because I'm like, oh, I know God is all in the midst of this. I'm not about to stress about this. When I found out that was the case, I told her, okay, let's see.
Right.
What's for her is for her, and what's for me is for me. So if God sees fit for her to do that, let it be done. And I'm going to continue to pray for her, right? I'm not that person. Right. I don't want, which I'm not coveting nothing that you have.
Nobody
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. My God. And look what God has done.
Yeah.
Look what he has done. Listen, y'all. Oh, my goodness. What's for you is for you. Okay. When you serve a mighty, mighty God, the impossible happens. Okay. You don't even have to apply. He will qualify the unqualified.
Okay. Exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ever ask.
Listen, if y'all are enjoying this segment, y'all need to make sure y'all are liking and subscribing. Hit the notifications button, because we are coming back with one more episode with Atiya, and we'll see you guys next time.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to be inspired, informed, and empowered. We are B3 Media TV.